what you want them to keep doing?
Well, I think we played hard. We played a couple good teams coming out of the break. I thought we had a tough circumstance in that back-to-back up in Ottawa. Guys battled hard in that game, came back and got a lead. I think guys are competing hard and trying to do the right things. And if we need to play well. Every guy needs to play well, and it's got to do with speed and attitude and how we play the game and playing good defense. I think that's really important. But we've done those things, and with that, we've been able to string some wins together. And so, to continue it, I think that's the message and the priority.
I felt like a lot of the Wednesday night's game was played in the neutral zone, and that was an area you guys really excelled in earlier in the season. What did you like about what you saw?
It was just a tight game.
Yeah.
I mean, I said that afterwards. There wasn't a lot of. It wasn't high flying. It wasn't one of those games that everybody goes ooh and ah over. But those are the games sometimes that you have to play. It can be like that, more playoff hockey than anything. And I thought our guys just stuck to it and kept working at it, and eventually we were able to, get it done. But the defenses were tight in both zones. There wasn't a lot of room through the neutral zone. You're right. It didn't go back and forth, but it just changed possessions in almost a boring way. So. But that's we stuck with it and we got ourselves a win. So,
as you point out, you played two very good teams coming out of the break. Without meaning any disrespect for Chicago, this is a team that's not an elite team at this point. Do you have any worries about your guys being focused or, kind of?
I think that's always a concern. I've got a ton of respect for Chicago, the way they play, the speed. At times you put yourself in these positions, you're a little bit more carefree, and you can, play the game and just go out and have fun and play hard. And they can be dangerous. And I don't buy into the easy game thing. I think anybody beats anybody. Anybody beats anybody on any given night if you're not ready to play the game. And so our focus is on us and making sure we're ready to play. We can control that.
Excuse me, can you tell us what your goaltending situation will be today?
Sure. Chesty's in there tonight.
Chesty, what went into that decision?
It was part of the plan.
What are you hoping to see from him? You got some reps.
He had some good practice work with Benny. What I'm hoping to see from everybody who plays in the game tonight is a good hockey game. I'm looking for our guys, all of our guys, to compete, to play hard, and to win a game on the road in Chicago and keep things moving in the right direction.
If I could ask you about Kakko. A lot was expected of this guy. He's played up on the top lines, been dropped a couple times down to the third line. Where do you see his game? I mean, I know, you talked the last time I asked you about it, was like he had just come off a good game, but over the course of the 29 years.
Well, there's been a tough injury in the middle of that, and probably not the start that he wanted. But I do see a guy that works hard every day at practice. He works hard inside the games. I think his line's playing pretty well right now. They seem to be generating offense and generating opportunity. And, for me, hopefully it just continues to, he gains more confidence from that and continues to build off of that. But, I think the start probably wasn't what he was hoping for. The injury definitely wasn't what he was hoping for. But hopefully he's getting some footing now and gaining some momentum with the way that he and his line has played recently.
With a guy like that, who, his numbers are good in terms of the chances and things like that, and he's playing fine, but it just doesn't seem to be finishes.
And that happens. That's us in general. I mean, you don't need to throw him into that group. You can throw a bunch of us into that group. We generate. We feel like we get good looks. We feel like we outchance on most nights, but it's been a little bit more. And so there are things that we talk about. He's part of that. We talk to him about it with regard to the offensive zone and things that maybe we can do better. So those conversations do happen. But I do think that he's playing hard. He's doing things the right way. It seems to be gaining a little bit more confidence, a little stronger inside of his power, inside of his game. All of that seems to be going in the right direction. So hopefully he can keep building off of that.
Peter, you coached against how much time you've been there, and then obviously now you're coaching him. Is this the best season you think he's maybe ever had?
I always feel like it's easier to judge a player when you're coaching him. I can't speak to 4 years ago or 6 years ago. I wouldn't remember that much. He's always been a very good player, an elite player in the game, and And yes, he is having a very good season. Very good.
Is there like why? What's he's on pace for over 50 goals? He's never hit that.
He and his line have been excellent the whole year. They're a dangerous line. They see each other well. They feed off each other well. He's shooting the puck a lot. I think his shot is really good. Obviously, he's a playmaker. He finds time and space as good as anybody in the league in the offensive zone. And so you start everything I just said, you put that together, and you got a guy that's dangerous.